Hi everybody, how you doing today? I'm Aunt Rosalind, and you might already know that. Some of you have worked with me before. I have a lot of new friends and followers, so I want to say thank you first and foremost for trusting me, for following me, for stopping by sometimes and just chatting with me and letting me know what's going on with you, especially during this time with the Mercury retrograde and the lunar eclipse that happened just about 4 days ago, 5 days ago. I just wanted to check in with everybody and see how you're doing. And I was really feeling compelled today. The energy is like everyone is reconstructing, deconstructing, reconstructing, rebuilding. Like a lot of things collapsed last week. You know, a big shift, a big change for people, a lot of energy that other people are picking up on, a lot of empathic, sensitives that are really picking up on that shift, and they feel and understand what's happening. It's kind of like a life cycle shift. So I just wanted to check in with everybody and offer some counsel, some guidance, and talk about, what may be occurring, if that will, help other people get through what's happening. So it's not really a matter of just getting through it. It's really a matter of living it and going to your heart energy so that you can understand and, uh, know that your consciousness is shifting, you know. So, you might also know about me that I work a lot with my ancestors and with my spirit guides. And, during this time, I've been getting a lot of messages, a lot of downloads. Um, for me personally, because I work on that kind of energy level, it kind of feels like they're with me all the time. It's like things coming in very quickly. I feel them around me. I feel the guidance. I feel the words, the energy. They're coming in like really quickly, like really compelling kind of energy. So I would like to start making, possibly start making more videos to help us, help all of us. And I want you to know that, whatever situation you're having, whatever is going on right now, you know, I don't judge you. I don't work that way in a way of judgment to look down at someone who's going through something really strange. It sounds really strange, or it's really a hard time they're having, because I understand it. I've been there, I understand it, and I know that when you're in the midst of something like that, that's really, deep on that deep level, it's usually like your higher calling. It's like your life purpose maybe trying to meet up with you. There's nothing wrong with being open, in your heart space, not shutting down too much, because, when you're going through something really challenging, you don't want to block out your higher guides. Some people might say it's a guardian angel. Some people might say it's your ancestors. You really don't want to just block out the good things that are coming to you. You want to stay a little bit open. You want to pay attention to your dreams. You want to pay attention to what you're saying. Like when you're talking to someone, spontaneously, you may say something, and that's enough to bring in some enlightenment for you, some good things for you, because our words are so powerful. So try and stay a little bit open, to what's happening, what's occurring, because you may learn so much at that time when you feel broken. A lot of healing, a lot of good things can happen to you at that time. I've experienced that. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and do a little bit of a reading, on what's happening right now, pick up on the energies of what's going on. I'm probably going to use my tarot and oracle. And another thing I wanted to share with you all is that I actually, because I'm shamanically trained, I never used to use tarot or oracle, neither one. And I met someone about about a year and a half ago, and I learned about, how tarot and oracle, it can really align with the energy. It's really interesting after you get to know tarot and oracle. Um, it aligns with the energy, so it can be very accurate. And for me, what I do is I use it kind of as a divination tool. Okay. And I trust it. And sometimes, based on what's going on with you and what you're having happen in your life and how you come to me, sometimes I will go right to tarot and oracle and use that as part of the basis of what's going on. The other part is I do a lot of channeling. And that's really, because I'm clairaudient, is really natural for me. And I pick up a lot on energies that way just from tuning in to spirit. And from that point, it's really a matter of, you just taking a step forward. Do you want to, you know, act on what's happening? Do you want to act on and change what's occurring in your life? Do you want to let it play out? Do you want to start into investing more into yourself? What do you want to do? How do you want this to look, in 6 months, in 3 months? So, a lot of the work I do is helping people with outcomes, And some people, a lot of people, who are coming to me, they really are healers themselves. They're healers, they're in this energy, they're in their goddess energy, divine masculine energy, or they're finding that energy really strongly. Some people are more drawn to the shamanic aspects. Some people are more drawn to, the spirituality, the candle magic, root work, the hoodoo, the New Orleans style voodoo. Those are things that I love to do. And a lot of Roots of Earth is from the ancestors and the conjure, and the hoodoo and root work. I feel like those are the original root workers from, a few hundred years ago. Those are really the root workers, and our ancestors go way beyond that energy. They go way beyond that to the divinity aspect, to the earth aspect. Those herbs and roots and everything, they were worked. They were worked by our ancestors. That's powerful in itself, and the information that they left. So, if you ever go to the website Roots of Earth, it's www.rootsofearth.net. You'll see and you'll get a sense of, following in that tradition, because I do love that. My family is based partly with that. So I love that aspect. Okay. So I feel like, everything is pretty clear, is grounded. I like the energy today. I always take note of how I'm feeling and, you know, the days, if it's a day for readings, if it's a day for a lot of conjure and candle services. I really pay attention to that from that the higher consciousness level, instead of just letting everything be kind of, decided in your mind only. Because your mind is the faithful servant. It really is. It's not always going to give you the answers, but you can learn and understand and connect more with your own beautiful self, your own higher consciousness beauty. You can know the earth more, you can know divination more, you can know more about relationships and why people are around you in your life. Why is your family your family? I mean, you basically chose them. It sounds kind of funny, but you really did choose your own family. We do have a lot of process and energy going forward before we come to this physical life. So what I'm going to do now is get ready and align to picking up on some of the energies that are happening now. I'm going to get a sip of my coffee, which some people would say, "Oh no coffee," but I do know that coffee is so deeply grounded with so many of us and our ancestry, and You know, I never used to drink coffee. I never did before. But now I feel more connected to it since I've been in study. You know, when I was studying shamanic healing and everything. I did that for a year, by the way, in case any of you were wondering about it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and keep shuffling and aligning to the energy of the highest guides, the highest light. What is it that we need to know right now? Guides of the highest light, ancestors, archangels of the highest light. Okay, I'm going to put those to the side right now. Oh, they're really, really interesting. There is really interesting for those two to have popped. Wow. So, here, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, sacral. Okay. So that's definitely a message there. It's confirming itself already. The highest good. What we should know now. Okay. This one came. Okay. Okay. All right. So on the bottom of the deck, we've got solitude. Okay. Solitude, this card to me is all about going to the inner self. It's like aligning with your inner self, you know, to truly find what it is that you need to get knowledge of. It's not just checking out mentally and, you know, detaching yourself just to go into a depression or to lag behind and not get anything accomplished. Is really going inward to um, to meet up with this higher self, this higher need you may have. You see how the stars there, you see the healing colors up there. This is all about really deep wisdom that you can gain from going into solitude. And you know, that is such a huge thing, especially with social media right now, because all of us are so active on social media. Sometimes we forget to unplug and really, you know, get to what we need. Like we're not hearing our own inner self, we're hearing everything else around us, you know. And Spirit is saying in my ear, they're saying it's global. They're saying it's a global problem. So that counts me in too, because I'm on social media, you know, and I have to tell myself sometimes, you know, don't don't right now. Just give yourself that extra 8 hours, that extra 12 hours so I can realign, you know, so I'm fresh for the next day, so I can go ahead and create products and everything for the next day. We need to be grounded and centered in ourselves. You know, that is important. So, yeah. And Spirit is also saying, they're also saying that some of us are seeking that. We're really seeking it. We're looking for it. Okay, so the first two cards that popped when I asked what is it that we really need to know right now is disruption. Okay, you see that? That is all about a tower moment. It's like your whole life crashing, being disassembled. And then the next one that came with it, it was two of them, it's passion reignited. Okay, you see that? So, you know, in the beginning, when I started speaking about 10 minutes ago, I was saying how it's like we're being restructured, destructured, restructuring everything from last week and all of that that happened with the blood moon, with Aquarius and South Node, the full moon. It's like so many things are just coming to an end. They're being disrupted and dismantled. They're being taken apart in your life right now. As I'm sitting here, I'm seeing that there's some marriages that are actually, you know, the marriages are what's going to be disrupted. Um, yeah, okay. I'm also hearing Spirit say very clearly that the chakra system has been completely cleansed out for some people. Like completely cleansed. Like I can see energy just flowing down the whole, you know, the system, the body. That's powerful. Okay. I'm hearing that for a lot of us, it happened over the weekend. Okay. Yeah, I'm really getting a lot of messages from Spirit now. They're saying that you need to invite in the changes during this week. Invite in the changes during this week because And they're saying that you'll be blessed for it. You're going to receive blessings for inviting in the new energy, because what they did was they really, it's like you're getting this big upcycle. They tore down a lot of things. So it's a lot of things around you right now that may be causing you stress. It feels like it's stress at home more than anywhere else. Like these changes are taking place in the home more than work or anywhere else. Okay. Spirit really wants you to understand, because they're saying to me about cycles. They want you to understand that you're cycling. Okay. It's like a cycle. And you can't really stop life cycles. You can't. It's like no way to do that, really. I'm also hearing that there was a lot of toxic energy involved, and that this cycling out, this that they're doing, is helping you. It's getting rid of all that toxic stuff. Now, passion reignited. This is a beautiful card, and I love the way these are the other cards that popped. Sacral chakra. Okay, sacral chakra is all about passion, not just sexual energy. It's like passion, fertility, creativity. We generate so many things from our pelvis area. That area is like an area of transmuting, regenerating, healing, fertility, birth, creativity. So a lot of you might have some new ideas popping up, okay? Because we've got passion reignited, and you see the way she's holding that pelvis, like the pelvis area. Her hands are down there, and then the sacral chakra. So this is huge. This is a big confirmation, okay? Okay. I'm hearing spirit say now that a lot of you will heal from this area. It's going to be a lot of energy transmitting from this area. It's going to cause healing. For some of you, it's going to cause balance, and it's going to help you to feel more grounded. Okay, that's really what I'm getting. You're also going to need to take some of that energy and start forgiving people. Okay, and not blaming the other person all the time, like the other person made everything in your life bad, and victimizing yourself. Okay, it's time to let go of some of that, so you can use this energy to start healing, like truly healing the foundation. Okay. I'm also getting that it's like some of you, you're going to find new skills. New skills. Actually, it's going to be like you're discovering skills that you didn't even know you had. Okay? You're going to be discovering some things. This is going to be awesome for a lot of people. You're actually going to go in depth and find these new skills. And I remember like 5, 6 years ago when I was in my shamanic training, I was in training for a year, and I actually came into it just different. And by halfway through it, I was able to do things and make things, actually create things with my hands that I had never done before. I had never done these things before. And it's going to be wow. So with that much energy coming through, remember that your relationships, even with your children, with your extended family, is not going to look the same. It's going to be different. You might even want a different partner. You might not even want to just stay in this marriage or stay in this long-term relationship where you were upset a lot of the times and you didn't know what to do. Your energy was all over the place. When you start to get grounded, centered, coming together with that kind of energy, you may just want really different kinds of relationships. Okay. Now the next card that popped was the rest and rejuvenate. You see that? Rest and rejuvenate. Yeah. I'm really identifying with this myself, because this is really the way I was feeling for the past 2, 3 days. And if you're waiting on your bath ritual, your custom oils or whatever, they will be out this week. Don't worry. But I had to take the extra time, to really regenerate, to really process all of that happened from last week with those huge, huge shifts of energy. Also, I'm guided. I'm guided with my ancestors, with my spirit guides, with saints I work with. They want you to be able to do this. They want you to be able to rest and rejuvenate. It's nothing wrong with it. It's power in that. In you being able to do that, is power in that. Give yourself permission. I remember, it seems like I read a Facebook post about 4 days ago where someone, she was saying she didn't know what to do. She had extra time on her hands for a couple of weeks. I think it was a new job starting for her. And she was saying, I don't even know what to do. And I was thinking to myself, you can do something that you've always wanted to do and you never thought you had time. Because we're so often on that hamster wheel. We're on that hamster wheel like, like we just have to do, we have to do it. We have to meet all these masculine checkpoints over and over and over. You know, that energy is not always the best energy to be in. Sometimes it helps you, sometimes it's not going to be. Now, this is the last card, okay? Harmony. Now, yeah, oh, Spirit just said it, plain as day, twin souls. Twin souls, okay? Because really, truly, the way to honor that instead of saying twin flame is really to say twin souls, okay? Spirit is letting me know these two are chakra balance. This is the energy that you would have with someone who is really, truly your twin soul. Your chakras are aligned. Did you know that? That's what it really truly means in a basic way, is that your chakras are matching in energy. Chakra for chakra is matching. Okay, and that's what I was taught a long time ago, years ago. I was trained that way to know that's really the twin soul. So when I'm doing readings and someone has questions about twin flame, twin soul, soulmate, I will usually hear it clearly, and the cards will also say it, that it's a chakra match. It's a chakra match. It's a chakra match. That's really truly what your twin soul is. Okay. Also, I wanted you to understand and know a little bit more about that too, is that your soulmates, the ones that you fall in love with, they can actually be from your soul group, because a lot of soul groups come in within the same so many years of time frame. A lot of you and your soul family will come in at the same time together. You'll have similar traits, similar things going on. Some of them will never be romantic for you. Your soulmate does not have to be romantic. It could be one of your best friends. It could be one of your friends that's also in the same work, the line of work that you do. They have the same interests. Their kids are around the same age as yours. Um, you just feel like you never want this person to be out of your life. You see yourself, you're old and gray one day and they're old and gray alongside you, but it does not have to be romantic. Okay. Sometimes, yeah, do I even want to go there? If I go into the twin flame, if I go into a twin flame scenario, okay, it takes on a whole new energy, because I've done a lot of twin flame readings. And when you even say the word twin flame or twin soul, it ignites such a different energy where people, they can't really relax and accept it. It's like something way out there where people get really ungrounded. They're not grounded. They're not secure in their self enough to have the next thought, the next few weeks, the next few months on their own. They somehow feed everything back into this must be related to the twin flame. And it's not always like that. So I'm not going to get too far into that. Okay. So it really seems from this that's going on right now that we all need to rest if we need to. Okay. If you need to, go ahead and rest and rejuvenate. Um, go into solitude if you need to, but keep learning. It looks like, with this card that was on the bottom of the deck, learn while you're there in that solitude. The sacral energy, acknowledge and give passion to what you feel is there, what's surging through you, your creativity, etc. Don't deny it. Don't deny it so you can look normal. You might be different and have all of your healing gifts there. You might be different and have the whole birth of your soul energy there, and you will be able to walk so much stronger without the fear, without that judgment, that ego stuff that we get caught in. It just takes your gifts downhill. you know so sometimes we have to let go of that, And I guess the last thing I want to leave you with is that this disruption energy, this energy is only there to clear out what's toxic. That's all it's doing. It's just clearing out what's toxic. So when you're in the midst of this rocky kind of time, just remember that that is the energy that was needed, that's going to help you. That's basically what I would like to say in the end. So I hope you all have enjoyed this time together. I've enjoyed giving you the information. Um, if you haven't had time yet, stop by rootsoferarth.net and check out the products there. If you have any questions at all on the candles, on the oils, on the soaps, the bath salts, the rituals, if you would like something custom made for you, just message, the message. I'll leave my email here for rootsoferarth@gmail. Okay. Um, and we love you here at Roots of Earth. We're really real, and we do work with passion here. So I hope you have a beautiful rest of your August 1st.